You want to mute the microphone.
I'll go over to where I'm supposed to be. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dan. Hi, my name is Sue Addison, and on behalf of the Parent Council, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our family forum tonight, Cardinal Culture Beyond the Classroom. Now, before we get started, we have a lot of special guests here tonight we'd like to recognize and thank. I'd like to start by thanking Coach Grant and the Varsity Cross Country, who are our greeters and ticket takers tonight. Thank you. We'd like to thank our wonderful UA band who played the music and Mr. Hinson and Ms. DeLuca who lead those as well. Thank you. We'd like to thank our student council representatives who are here tonight. And our wonderful UA cheerleaders. Of our football team here as well. So let's give it So what is Cardinal Culture Beyond the Classroom? Well, to me, it's all of the really cool things that we do here at UA beyond our academics. It's the sports, it's the theater, it's the music, and it's all the really fun things that have become traditions here. Things like the Boo Bash and the auction, Spring Carnival. And I've been here a long time, so of course I know everything about it, or I think I do. But we tend to forget that our new families maybe don't know exactly what Boo Bash is, or they're not sure why we have an auction every year. So tonight, our goal is to share some information with you, answer some questions, and hopefully when the night is over, we'll all be on the same page and have some shared sense of what Cardinal culture is. So we have a lot of great people here tonight to speak to you. I'm not going to take any more of their time. I'd like to introduce the student council who are going to speak to you about homecoming. So let's give them a round of applause.
How's everyone doing tonight? My name is Kaiser Shelton. I am student body president at Union Academy.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm your vice president.
And this is my executive board, and they are awesome. They do so much for me, so it's not like completely stressful for me and Rachel. They take up any work that we need help with, so we thank them for that.
Hi guys, my name's McKenna and I'm a junior. I'm the Stuco treasurer. I'm just going to show you a little offer that we have at UA that you can get on My Payments Plus. It's called the Cardinal Crazy Spirit Pack, and as you can see, we have some lovely representatives that are wearing it. It includes these beads, the foam finger, the infamous Cardinal Crazy shirt, and you can only get it for $25. So anyone can buy it, teachers, students, or parents, so you can support us at any sporting event.
I'm Rachel again. I'm the vice president. I was just going to talk to you a little bit about Spirit Week and how those days are decided. I think it's like the first week before school starts, we have a student council lock-in, which is where all of us stay at school. I think it was like 9 to 9 this year or something like that. It's 12 hours. We get together. We plan every event in as much detail as possible. Student-led, primarily. Our advisor, Ms. Pyler, is over there. Look how beautiful she is. She's present the entire time, and usually a few other adults stop by, like some parents, so it's not completely up to students entirely. There are some adults to step in if they think it's going to be too costly or it won't flow over well. It's a formal vote after we've chosen our days, so everybody gets a say in what days, even freshmen. And so after we choose our days, Ms. Pyler's approved, it will go to
What's that?
admin. It'll go to the admin, and then Mr. Zorn will approve it, and it'll be passed on to high school. And we have different days throughout the week, like Monday is game day, which is what I am showing you. Tuesday is fairy tale day, like our pretty girl Caitlin is showing you. Wednesday, okay, same thing. Tuesday's holiday day then, which Kaiser is showing you. Wednesday's pajama day. Thursday is fairy tale day. And then Friday's spirit day. And after we come to school, there's a spirit parade, which takes place in the hallway. It's like, 10, 15 minutes out of your day. And each grade walks through with all the people that wish to participate. And it's a big deal. That's probably the biggest week for all of high school. Thankfully and luckily, admin lets middle school and lower school participate. So Friday's Spirit Day, it's the biggest day out of the week. And we go way out here in this parking lot. We run around, it's crazy. There's like trucks, fire trucks, loud noises. Kids are screaming, they're on bikes and stuff. And all the little middle school and lower school kids are out here screaming and playing along with us. Sometimes we throw candy. It's really a good time. So because of that, I think, like for me, I was in 7th grade when I remember looking up to it the most. So I think it's such a big thing in high school. It's really important. And it doesn't take much to just participate. These items can come right out of your closet.
Thank you. I am friends with a lot of the student body presidents from schools in the Union County area, and one of the number one things that Union Academy is known for is how involved our students are in Spirit Week, because literally everyone goes all out, and it's fun and it's easy, and we try to make it accessible to all students, and no other schools really around us have that big of like a party parade every single day, so we really enjoy that. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how each day of homecoming we have a social or student council has some type of event either during the school day or after the school day. So Monday, we actually have our powder puff, which our senior class officer president will talk about.
Okay, so Powder Puff is Monday, October 14th. It's coming Monday. Woo. All the money goes to the senior class gift, which is very important because we like to leave a legacy and something behind to Union Academy. It's $1 for students, $3 for parents, and it's free to staff and non-school age children. So that's
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you don't know what powder puff is, the girls are the football players, the guys are the cheerleaders, kind of reversing, and everyone goes all out. Again, our school somehow takes the smallest little things at other schools and turns them into some grand spectacle, which is why we love UA. And then Tuesday, we have our staff homecoming during lunch. So during lunch, the student council sets out a table out there, and the students are invited to go out and vote for their teachers, because not only do we have a student homecoming court, but we have a teacher homecoming court. And yeah, at the pep rally at the end of the week, we host the actual homecoming for the teachers, and there's a winner, and they get tiaras and crowns, and it's a big thing. I don't know, last year was really fun, my favorite teacher won. So, Wednesday, we have, after the volleyball game that night, we have an ice cream social where we serve ice cream to the volleyball players. And after that, there's also a soccer game that night. So we meet the soccer players after their game, and we have this big bonfire. That's always a lot of fun. Thursday is Fairy Tale Day. So we will be playing a Disney movie in the multi-purpose room during lunch, which we're really excited for because everyone loves a Disney movie, no matter how old you are. And we will also have some type of fairy tale treat, which if you want to know, then you better come to school that day. But we'll be handing that out at lunch. And then Friday, of course, is the biggest day of the week, and we have our big pep rally where the cheerleaders do stuff, the band does stuff, literally everyone is involved somehow, and it's an awesome time. We all get ready, we all get rared up for the game that night. That one year we held the mascot of the other school like over an open fire, and we do a party chant, we do spirit stick. It's crazy. It's definitely the craziest pep rally of the year, but we love doing it. And some other fun things that Student Council does, some fundraisers, are holiday grams, which basically they can pay $1 for a candy cane, and this is more like in the December time towards Christmas, but you can pay $1 to get a candy cane and send it to someone, or $5 for a candy cane, lots of other candy, Santa hat, which one I'm wearing, and a pencil. So it's like a fun little thing. You can send them to your friends. Parents can send them to the students. Really, it's open for everyone. We also have Crush for Your Crush, which has always been a thing since I've been at Union Academy. And basically, we, Student Council, set up a table upstairs, and we have, you guys know, the Orange Crush Fanta drinks. We sell those. People can pay $1 to send them to other people, and it's anonymous. Then the person that it's sent to can pay $1 to try and send it back and figure out who it is. So then we go back to the original person and we say, hey, you better give us $1 or we're going to reveal who you have a crush on. So then they give us $1 and it's like a back and forth thing. Or if you want to keep your love secret, you can just pay $5 in the very beginning, which is fun. We also participate in the carnival. At the carnival, student council sets up a booth where we sell water and soda because that's only in the spring. It's only pretty hot outside, so we like to keep everyone hydrated, and we're kind of like the main tap around. And then another huge thing we do, which is actually coming up, is the Boo Bash, which we're really excited for because student council gets to host the Haunted Hallways, which is this big haunted house that we've actually been planning since summer. So a long time, and we are really excited. How much do you pay to walk through? $5, you get 2 times? Yeah, so $5 and you can go through 2 times. It's basically, yeah, or you can split it between somebody, and you basically just get to walk through our hallways while we scare you. It's a lot of fun. And then not as much fundraisers, but another really big thing that student council does that we like to make note is our Distracted Driving Awareness Week. We do this to build morale between the students and basically just raise awareness. We like to talk about how distracted driving isn't just like drinking and driving or doing drugs and driving. It's also just looking at your phone, glancing at your phone, changing the radio station, anything like that. So each day we have different things that we do. Like we've put tickets on doors, or not on doors, on window shields outside saying like, make sure you don't drink and drive. We've had surveys gone around at lunch where people do like a report card for themselves, how many times they go on their phone. We really just like to make aware that it's a serious problem, distracted driving, and we want to keep kids at UA safe. So that's only prom week, right? Yeah, it's the week before prom. So just to keep everyone safe, that's one of our big things. So we thank you guys so much that you guys let the student council come out here. We hope you have an awesome night. Oh, there's a little bit more. She's going to say what?
Okay, so I am Caroline Stacker, and I am the senior class president. And this year, I am very excited to announce that we are doing senior painted parking spots. It is the very first year, and I'm excited to leave a tradition for everyone else. It's October 19th, so we're keeping the Spirit Week going. Very exciting. So it's that Saturday. Class officers are also responsible for the Sparkle and Shine, father and daughter dance, prom, which is April 25th at Rolling Hills. Like he said, we are very well with distracted driving. That's about it, but we do so much, and we help student council a lot. It's a great atmosphere, and I'm so excited to lead a tradition.
Hi, my name is Leah, and I'm a part of the varsity cheer team here. And us as cheerleaders are all about school spirit and supporting our Cardinals. So today, we're going to do a couple of cheers for y'all to learn and help y'all get more involved because we love crowd involvement.
Five, 6, 7, 8.
C-A-R-D-S, go! Cards, go!
Come on.
C-A-R-D-S, go! Cards, go!
Yell it.
C-A-R-D-S, go! Cards, go!
Let's go, you. Go. Cards, go. Give me
A G, give me an O. Go, cards, go. Give me a G, give me an O. Go, cards, go. Give me a G, give me an O. Go, cards, go.
go, you.
varsity football team. And it's very important for all the families to come out and support us because it shows that y'all actually care and then motivates us to do better in the games.
Go Cardinals.
So basically, just what Hayden was saying, the more that y'all come out, the more enthusiasm y'all have, it leads us to play better. We feel like we actually have people that want to come and see us. So.
Okay, hi, I'm Amy Fowler. I'm the activity coordinator here for the middle and high school. And then this is Mary Kay Driver, so she'll talk to you just a minute. But as you can see, we're very blessed to work with great kids every single day. I absolutely love what I do because these kids are amazing. But I tell you, everything that I do is for the kids. So I know that some of you get on Facebook and you ask questions about like Spirit Week and all that stuff, but I just wanted to reiterate the fact that it's student driven. So everything that we do at Union Academy, the students have input. So it's really their ideas. I just help them roll with it. And so any support that you guys give us is great. And I guess what I want to touch base is, they already touched on everything that I was supposed to talk about other than field trips. So we start overnight field trips in 5th grade. So 5th grade goes to Betsy Jeff Penn, 6th grade goes to Camp Canuga, 7th grade goes to St. Christopher's, 8th grade goes to Washington, D.C., 9th grade goes to Carolina Point, 10th grade goes to Wilmington, UNCW, and they participate in a Marine Quest, which is with the university. They do a phenomenal job. 11th grade goes to Charleston, and then your seniors just have a senior last field trip, kind of a hooray thing, to Virginia Beach. They go to Busch Gardens and just have a good time. But I think some of you, I just want to explain the process because I know that I have a lot of chaperones that email me and text me and they want a chaperone. And I said, I want to explain kind of the process. I can't tell you whether you can attend a trip until I find out how many students are done. That's why we have a deadline that we have to meet for you guys to pay on My Payments Plus, because the very next day I come in and I print off a spreadsheet. And then I call the facility and I say, this is how many students have signed up, how many spots do I have available, how many beds, how many lodging quarters do we have. So then I can email you guys and say, you have been approved or you've been, selected to be a chaperone, but let's begin the process. That process then has to go to a background check, which is taking us a little bit longer than usual because of the new provider that we have. It's taken like almost 2 weeks. And you guys only get 2 weeks because the due date is 2 weeks. So anyway, so it's kind of like, I know it's fast and I'm sorry that I have to wait till that long, but that's why I say, if you can go ahead and do the background check as soon as I email you, then when that background check is, then I'll let you know that you can attend the trip. Then you can pay the accountant. So I know that it's last minute kind of for you guys, but that's the process. So it's like, and then whenever you call me and say, oh, I missed the deadline, and I don't have room for your kid, it's because I've already filled the spots with the chaperones. So I don't give chaperones a spot first, it's always the students first. So I know that some of that frustrates some of you, but that's, the only way to do it to fit as many kids in as I can. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Do you have any? Okay, I'll let you take the very good.
Robert, and I am K5, well, K4, moving towards K5. With the babies, I call them the babies, because to me, they're just all my little babies. I love working with them and all their teachers, and mine and Amy's field trips are very different. Ours are more day trips, hers are overnight. I'm not gonna list them all, there's too many, because kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, they all different ones, and we do community service trips also. Our chaperones are different too, and it changed this year because of My Payments Plus. So you pay your activity fee, then you go on the field trips, and I send a link to the teachers. The teachers send a link to y'all to be chaperones. The teachers tell me how many chaperones they would like on that trip. So for example, first grade, the zoo's coming up and anyone can go to the zoo. So, but you still have to sign up on that link that the teacher sent you because I have to still keep up with the spreadsheet, just like Amy, to know who's going on the field trips and who is on the field trips. K through 4 field trips, no parents ever ride our buses. We just don't have room. We hardly have room for the kids. But, and trust me, you really don't want it's really loud. But, so parents never ride buses and you drive your own cars, you carpool, anything like that. How I pick chaperones is I draw them straight out of the hat. You send me your names, I might have 50 names for first grade, a field trip that they only want 2 chaperones. I may have 14 names for Miss Hudson's class. I sit there, I draw it out. That's who's going on the field trip. I tell the teacher, Sue and Sally are going on the field trip. They say, okay. So that's how it happens in K4. I don't know what else shall we have. I don't want to list them all out too many.
I was gonna say for K4, when you pull the names, do they get put on another spreadsheet so you know they went?
Yes, I keep up on a spreadsheet. I do yeses column, a no column, a yes column. Then I also will tell the teacher, and if I pick your name twice, I'll say, oh, she went to the zoo, so she can't go over here and that. Then I go to the next person, yes. So we try to level out playing field with chaperones. Yeah. Okay.
For the zoo trip, the children go with you on the bus and they leave back and they go leave with their parents?
They can. They usually always can leave with parents after a field trip. You just sign out with your teacher. You go find your teacher and sign out with them. Yes. And that always to a big information sheet of where we're going, what we're doing, what time we're leaving. You gotta check in with lobby guard, all of those things. No siblings. I give you like all the little UA rules. Is that it?
When you chaperone, does that count as volunteer hours?
It does. Yes. Like the zoo's a big long thing. Lots of hours. Is that it? All right, thank you.
Thank you. I feel like I don't even need a microphone. I have such a loud voice. How are you all tonight? Thank you so much for coming out. You know who I am? Yes. I get this a lot. I see you on Facebook. That's what I get a lot out in public. I'm like, yep, I'm that girl that does those videos on Facebook. I'm the executive director for the UA Foundation. So my job is to raise money to build the buildings, to build playgrounds, to build any facilities that the school needs. Provide special educational materials that the school might need that they don't have budget, things like that. So I'm just going to kind of go over an overview of all the different things that we do at the school if you haven't heard from me enough and don't understand what we do. So Dress Down, everybody knows Dress Down, right? Every Friday you pay $1, you prepay at the beginning of the year, you don't have to worry about that $1. I'm sorry, I always do this when I'm on this. Hey everybody at home, just had to do that. So every Friday, $1. Generally, the week before holiday break in December, we normally do a Dress Down week that week, which is extra, so you bring $1 in each day. And then also the last week of school, we generally do a whole Dress Down week, so $1 each day. I bet you don't know, though, that all those dollars last year added up to $66,000, right? And it's fun, right? I'm asking y'all, right? Yeah. This year right now, we're at $42,000 with Dress Down. So it's a lot of money. Those dollars add up. The kids enjoy it. It's a very simple, easy fundraiser that goes directly back to the kids. The t-shirts. So we also do the foundation t-shirts every year. It's a minimum donation of $20, and it is the only uniform approved t-shirt for the entire year. We have them all year long, so if you get a hole in yours, if you're tired of buying polo shirts, come to the foundation office and pay $20 and you can support the school and get another t-shirt to wear. We also do the letter writing campaign. For those of you who have been here, you know that this is kind of another tradition that we do as a fundraiser, but also as part of the students' education every, well, I guess it's winter. We do it late January, early February, and all the students are asked to send out 3 to 4 letters to family, friends, neighbors, companies. One, they're learning how to write a letter because, where's Miss Smith? Did she leave? There she is. She can tell you some crazy stories about students coming back and saying, thank you so much for teaching me how to write a letter because nobody else in college knew how to write a letter, right? Isn't that right? So it's something that kids just don't know how to do nowadays. So they don't know where the stamp goes. They don't know where to put the address, the return address. So they learn all of that, but they also tell their family and friends and neighbors about why they love UA. So it's a great PR for us as well, right before lottery, which is always good. And then also it's a great fundraiser because who doesn't want to support what is helping your kids become tomorrow's leaders? Last year we raised right at $70,000 from that letter writing campaign, just sending out letters, right? It's really, really good. We also have the oyster roast. So if you're looking for a laid back, very casual event, oyster roast is for you. It's super, super fun. At All Shucks, it's always the first Saturday in March. Always, always, always first Saturday in March. If you don't like oysters, don't worry, I don't either. We have barbecue and we also have Low Country Boil, but it's just a great time. We have a DJ, it's a bunch of dancing and just hanging out with the UA family. So it's a great way to get to know each other as well. We also do a sports banner program that we just started 2 years ago where companies, parents can purchase sports banners for half a year at $600, a full year is $1,000. And you'll see those as when you come out to support the football players, right? You will see those hanging along the fence around the stadium, and those are the generous sponsors who have supported the sports banner program. This year we have raised $20,000, and those proceeds go back to then purchase uniforms for the sports teams every year. So it's a way that we can help out the school and the athletics. So we do that. Auction. Y'all know what auction is, right? You know that we're going big hair, don't care this year, right? It's all about the 80s. We are flashing it back to the 80s. Every year we do a different theme. So we've done Masquerade, we've done Roaring 20s, and this year we are doing 80s prom. The auction is always the first Saturday in November. So this year it's November 2nd, so we are working fast and furiously on that. Last year we raised $352,000, which was insane. But that can't be done. I don't hold some magic candle or anything like that. That can't be done without the amazing students here at UA and without the amazing teachers here at UA. Because of such an amazing school, it makes my job so easy to go out and raise that money, because who doesn't want to support their community school that is doing amazing things, and they see their kids out in the community every single day doing something, giving back, and they know that these kids are going to continue to give back to this community. So when I go and make an ask, all I have to do is talk about the kids, and a lot of times I sit and listen to stories about the kids because they already know. Finally, we have the Phil Hargett Fund. So this is a fund where we can help families who may be in a hard time for the moment. We help with lunches or sports fees, field trips, like Ms. Plyler was saying, because we don't want any child to miss out because their family's having a hard time at the moment. So there are funds available to help out. You just apply for those, and if anybody needs to do that, you just come to me. It's an anonymous process, and then we support you through that. So are there any questions for the foundation? I know I talk fast, I know I'm obnoxious, and I'm sorry.
Yes. So I heard you did a fundraiser for the sports, but how about for marching band or band? I didn't hear about any possible fundraisers.
Yes. So the band actually has their own fundraisers. They do like restaurant nights and things like that. But we also did start, we have band designated donations. So a lot of families designate directly to band through us, which we do. But then we also started senior banner program, which is for athletes and marching band students. So those proceeds go back to the marching band. Any other questions? I could talk all night. Okay, thank you. Bye, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda Watkins, and I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Parent Council heard from many of you that you heard about Boo Bash and all these things we do, but she really didn't know what it was. So that's why we are having tonight, so that you could learn a little bit more about all the fun things here at UA. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a drawing and give some nice prizes. But before we do that, I'm just going to say that at the end of the evening, you can find a parent council member, Mr. Camp, or me, and we can sign off on your volunteer hours for you. And then if parent council and Alan will raise your hand so this people kind of know who to go to. Thank you. I also want to thank band, student council, cheerleaders, cross country. Thank you all for being here. You kids being here tonight means a lot to me and to all of us, because I know y'all are super, super busy, but you took time out of your schedules to be here, and I really appreciate it. We're going to do the drawings for some pretty nice prizes, and then the band has just some fun information they want to give us, maybe some exciting news that they want to share with everybody. They're going to play a song, and the last thing that will happen is the cheerleaders are going to send you out with a big cheer, okay? So let's go ahead and do our drawings. So, should we go big or should we go small first? Big? Okay, well then I'm gonna. Yeah, you're the big. The big prize.
Okay, if you want to go real big, we're going to go for 2 auction tickets valued at $250. Carol Bradley. And then we also have 2 oyster roast tickets. Jerry McClanahan.
All right, go ahead. We have just some cute little prize bags. We have 6 of those here. So, yes, can you pull Jenna? So much pressure.
Carlos.
There's only one. That's what we like to see, excitement.
Yes. Natasha Haley. Madison Locker.
I hope she didn't leave. Must be here today.
Daria Ramos.
There you go. I'm over on this side of the room. I'm trying.
Tiffany Dornheim.
And I know Tiffany has a big spirit.
She's gonna make sure it's all in the class. Whoa.
No.
Sue Anderson.
I donate this back to the cause. Other things.
Raina Newman.
Everybody needs to tell Raina when you see her. You are this close.
Ashley Grant. Angelia James.
Congratulations, Ms. James. And we have one more thing from Ms. Plyler.
I'll bring it, I'll go get it. I have it.
Spirit pack. Erin Shaw.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So I'm gonna turn over to Ms. Oh, did anybody else have any questions about anything? Yes, Ms. Shaw. I can get you something or write something up so that you have that information.
Everything's in the newsletter.
And the video will be available. Yeah, if you look, the newsletter goes out every 2 weeks. Pretty much everything that you ever want to know about Union Academy is on that newsletter. That's where I get my information. And I work here, but I go to the newsletter.
You made calendar on the website, big deal. There's all there.
And you're able to sync that calendar to your phone or to your computer. It's a lifesaver.
I have a Boo Bash question because I always mix up Boo Bash and Spring Carnival because one is one way and one is the other way. For Boo Bash, there's one fee.
Correct.
And then all of the games and activities except for the hallway.
Yeah, and that's the reason behind it is because the Boo Bash is just you get charged one time to come in. You have the games, the hay rides, entertainment, trunk or treat, all the games for that one price. And then there's an additional fee for the hallways because that is student council. That is their fundraiser. That's the one thing that they get to do the year to raise money so that they can do all this fun activities during the school year. Then for the carnival is tickets, but the reason that it's tickets and it costs per game for you to play is you are giving money to the teachers. All that money that's raised for the carnival goes to a classroom. So it's either the classroom or the grade level. They can split it. So just know that. It wouldn't be like that, other than that's the only way for us to be fair to say, the best booth, if you do the best booth, and you have the most visitors, you're gonna raise the most money, but it goes towards their costs.
One other question about
Yeah.
that. Is one public and one not, or are they
Yes.
both public?
The Boo Bash is, because it's nighttime, so safety is our number one, priority. So because it is so dark, we can't have, we do have security here, but that is for Union Academy, students, families. You can bring somebody that's not a UA family, but they just have to be with you guys. Kind of like you're responsible for them. And then the carnival is open to the public, because it's daytime we can see everybody, yes. So that's just $5 for the bracelet. Yes.
What day does it start?
Which one?
The Boo Bash?
The Boo Bash is October the 26th, 6 to 9, be here.
Another question? Any other questions? Perfect. And Ms. Stewart said they're also going to send out the link to this video so that anything we said tonight, you can rewatch it and hear everything that everybody says. All right. Mr. Hinson, would you, here's our band representatives.
everybody. My name is Samuel Botero. I am a senior at UA, part of the marching band program, as well as wind ensemble here at UA. So I just want to go and talk over some points concerning some competitions that we have coming up for the UA marching band, since while we love to support our fellow cheerleaders and football players at Friday night football games, we also go to competitions to compete against other schools with their own shows and then be scored by judges to win awards. Sorry there. So anyhow, we have 3 competitions coming up for the following 3 Saturdays for the month of October. The locations for those competitions are North Gaston, East Rowan, and Porter Ridge. The same Porter Ridge where 2 years ago this marching band program won grand champions. Those of you that may not know what we do at competitions, as I've already stated, that each year schools from around our area, they will prepare shows, new different styles each year with their own music and own visuals, where we go ahead and perform and march at the same time with judges viewing us, and as well as other schools to see how we do. So then there is a small admissions fee where you could choose to pay, and then as well there will be food and drinks provided there, so you can enjoy all the shows there from all the schools, as well as your own UA Marching Cardinals. And the usual times for the competitions will be about from 3 to 9. And yeah, those are about it for the competitions. Now for concerning our concert and wind ensembles, we do have 2 fall concerts coming up. This is the first ever for our band program. So we have our Sound of the Seasons, which is coming up, I believe, October 29th at 7 p.m. Admissions are $5. And then we also have our winter concert, which is December 12th, which is also another $5 admissions. So feel free to go out, support your fellow band Cardinals, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to my good friend Luke here for a little surprise.
So as you heard, my name is Luke Plummer, and I play trombone and wind ensemble with the high school, so we as a marching band have been invited to play at the Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade. Only 10 bands in the whole country are invited to go, and it is one of the only 3 nationally televised parades, with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the Rose Bowl Parade. So as I said, we get to play in the parade, which is surprisingly significantly shorter than the Monroe Parade. We get to take a tour of Chicago. We get to see the Shedd Aquarium and the Millennium Park, but then we also get to see the Bean. We are missing Thanksgiving dinner with our families, but we do get to have our own Thanksgiving dinner with our second family, the band family. We also have a surprise that Mr. Henson won't tell us, but now might be a good time. We have fundraisers all the time. Like I said, we have times at restaurants where you can tell them you're with the UA band and a percentage goes to the UA band, and a bunch of other stuff. We'll probably be holding signs in carpool. We'll just watch out for those. And that's it. Any questions?
Thank you all for coming tonight. I think the band. Oh, there's a question there. Okay.
What's our next fundraiser for the band?
Oh, wait, I'm not.
They will accept checks.
One moment.
I
Ms. Smith is looking that up for you.
What? Should be on the calendar.
It is,
but I
I'll
don't
put it
check.
The 22nd?
The calendar.
The 22nd? It's the 22nd at McAllister.
Yes, it is on the calendar.
And it's on the UA calendar. You'll find everything you want on that UA calendar. And the newsletter. And a little bit of Instagram, and a little bit of Facebook. And Twitter. And Twitter.
And LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn. Oh my goodness, we have lots and lots of ways to communicate here. All right. Band, would you like to play us a song? And there's also a theater performance this weekend. So they would love for your support. And that's the newsletter. Is that it? Okay, Karen, go ahead and last year.
Are you proud to be a Cardinal? Yes, we are. Are you proud to be a Cardinal? Yes, we are. Are you proud to be a Cardinal? Yes, we are. Are you proud to be a Cardinal? Yes, we are.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you there? You want to listen to it?